Hi there, hello friends. I am here now with more information, with this more interesting information, and I hope it could be useful for you, for make you think and reflect. And for now, for this moment, I don't think that it's necessary to take some context of this video. What I did in the last video is not necessary. But if you are first by curiosity or by synchronicity entering this video, please you could see the last video because this short series will be like in succession and 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 I will say again that I'm practicing my English. For this, I apologize and also ask you for comprehension, please. I will do my best. And for now, let's go to the topic. The title of this short series is called "The Reality We Create." The subtitle of this topic right now is "The Mold of the World" or "The Modeling of the Reality." But first, I want to. Where is the light? First, I want to make a short summary of the last video. And here we go. Is reality is not like the reality we think. Maybe what is out there is the energetic potential, the field potential. We could say is the infinite, the eternity out there. And with this body, the body is like interface. We filter some information of that infinite that is always hitting us. It's a short filter comparing to the infinite, but this short data enters with our sensory, with our sensations, and it goes to our nerve system by the pulses, by the charts, and it goes to the brain, and the brain also makes a short filter, like minuscule filter, and project what we experience like reality. But in the last video, in the final minutes, I said that there is like a third filter, but more than a filter, is like a model, a structure. And this is the topic of now. And I just want to say that in some old traditions, they call the human mold, and it's kind of the same idea of what we are going to discuss now. And also the word, the mold of the world, is taken by psychologists, neuroscientists, and I'm going to try to explain a little bit short. And first of all, we have to understand that all the sensory data that is input, it doesn't go like clear to the output, like in, no filter, out. It has to pass, yes, big filters, but first and important, a structure, a mold that that gathers, that glues all this data, and then it projects with this mold the reality we experience. But let's take more clear this idea. What are some of the synonyms of this mold of the world? First of all, we could say is the body, the general body. We could say is the nerve system, sorry. Also, we can say is the subconscious mind. We could say is the all this reaction or automatism of the subconscious mind. But the more important word to make it more understandable is our inner child. The mold of the world is our inner child. And let me explain. When we are at the age from 0 to 7 years old, we are all sentient beings. We are all body beings. We are experiencing the world with our entire body, with our entire sense. And it's going something particular in our brain. There, in our brain and our general nerve system, we have all the connections made, all the connection made, and just is missing a pulse and sparks of light to make the learning of something. Okay, when we are kids, we have all the connection made. We have the potential of learning everything, and just we need a spark. There is a curious data that for maintaining this, the brain demands a lot of sugar, glucose. So that's why the kids always wanted candies and sugar, because it's to maintain these all connections, keep it. But what happens? In these years happens a lot of things. Good things, bad things. We learn by our parents, bad experience, good experience, and what we structured by the society, our friends, our adults, all what we learn. Here I'm not trying to say good or bad experience. All kind of experience make us to learn some particular experiences. And by repetition, some type of experience would make those connections stronger. Some connection make more stronger. But let's stop here. Let's say a little bit summary. We have, like kids, all the connection made. We have just the spark to learn something. We learn any kind of experience, but by repetition, we make some connection stronger. But then there is another stage of our being where happens something transformation. Is the age of 7 to 14 when we get the teenagers, the teen age, and our body wants all our efficiency, wants all our energy to put it in the limbic system. So to make all this transformation of the hormones, etc., etc., etc. So by this, the brain cannot sustain no longer all the connections. So what happens? What happens? Let me. What the neuroscientist says is the synaptic pruning. So what happened here? The stronger connection maintains and keep it alive. But all the things that we didn't learn, the connection disappears. So we cannot waste more energy because we want energy for the limbic system now in this age, for 7 to 14. Okay? So all the connection that keep it, all the things that we learn make us what we are, make us our mold, our programmation. So that's why it's called the inner child, because this structure, most of the time, 99% of the time, it keeps all along our life, because it forms from 0 to 7 years old, but it goes down to the subconscious by automatism. So most of the time we react into situation, we act automatically. We are acting by this mold. We are acting by the inner child. So maybe we are adults of 15 years old, but we start behaving like child because we have this mold, because we have this connection is stronger. So let's make another short summary. So we learn a lot of things. The stronger connections keep alive in the teen age. And what we didn't learn goes away. Energy goes to the limbic system. And this all structure, all these paths make us and make our structure, make our paths, make our mold. So when we get all the sensory data, it comes through all the ways it's made by all the connection that we did all this information go through this structure, and then it projects the reality that we perceive. And sometimes there is why it says that we perceive the reality as we are, or maybe we could say as we were as kids, no, in those ages, in those childhood. So I hope is information clear. Let's say there is more thing about this, but let's keep it like with basic information. You could take it to reflect, to think about it, and then we are going to add more and more and more and more. But there is something that I want to say for the last, that, for example, not all is lost. There is the so-called neuroplasticity, that even if you are elder, you can make new paths, because in this synaptic pruning, all these synaptic paths take away, but are not lost at all. We could relearn things, new things, but there is a little difference. When we were a child, as I said, all the connections were made, and we need a spark. But when we are adult, as I said, we could learn everything. But what we need in this age is repeat, 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 and then when the emotionality spark and we learn new thing. So the inner child could change, yes, of course. For that instance, our mold of the reality could change, of course, and in consequence, our reality that we perceive could change dramatically. So that is the end of this short video. As I said, I hope you, with my English Spanish, my English ability, didn't not you confused. I hope this make you clear. Even if you have the topic words, you can search it in the web, and there is people more fluently speaking about it. But there is a brain blowing thing. And as I said, we'll keep going with this information. We in some between we are going in contour with the spiritual paths and make this unification clearly. And for that, thank you for your time, thank you for your attention, and here we are, and ciao ciao.